Very good morning children. Welcome back to our video classes. We are under the discussion of Unit 1 number system. Okay. In the last class we have completed exercise 1.3, right? Now today we'll study the one more important and new concept. Okay. How to represent the real number on a number line. Representing real numbers on the number line. How to represent the real numbers on the number line? There is a process, children. Okay, we can represent the real numbers on the number line using magnifying glass, known as successive magnification. We can represent the real numbers on the number line by the process of successive magnification using magnifying glass, right? Now I'll take one example and I'll show you how to represent this on the number line. Look at here. Visualize the representation of 5.37 bar on the number line up to 5 decimal places. Okay, you have to represent 5.37 bar up to 5 decimal places because bar is placed on 7. Bar is placed on 7. It means that 7 is the repeating digit here. I will take up to 5 decimal places and I'll represent this on the number line. See here how I'm taking 5.37 bar. Up to 5 decimal places means it will be 5.3777. Correct? Look at here. It is 5 decimal place or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.377777. Okay, 5.37777 up to 5 decimal places. We have to represent this on the number line. Children, here 5.3, it is the number between 5 and 6. Correct? It is the number between 5 and 6. I'll take the first number line between 5 and 6. I'll take the first number line between 5 and 6 here. I'll take here 5. Okay, and here I will take 6. Between 5 and 6 I will make 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Means I will take here as a 6. Okay, this is 6. 5 this is 5, this is 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6, 5.7, 5.8, 5.9 and 6, right? 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6, 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, 6. It is the number between 5 and 6 here. Okay, now I'll put the magnifying glass here. 5.3, where it is, here 5.3 comes here, 5.3 and 5.4. It is the number between 5.3 and 5.4. Okay, this number is between 5.3 and 5.4. I'll put the magnifying glass for 5.3 and 5.4. It is the number between 5.3 and 5.4. I will take here. Then I'll bring this 5.3 down and I'll draw one more line over here. It is the number between 5.3 and 5.4. I'll start from here 5.3 and I will wind up with the 5.4. I'll wind up with the 5.4. Okay, look at here. 5.3, 5.4. Good. Okay, 5.3, 5.4. Now this will be 5.31. I'll make again 10 parts. 5.31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 5.4. Okay, yes, it will be 5.31, 5.32, 5.33, 5.34, 5.35, 5.36, 5.37, 5.38, 5.39, 5.4, right? So this is your 5.3 and this is your 5.4. Here this 5.37777, it is the number between 5.3 and 5.4. Now 5.37, where come 5.37? Yes, here 5.37, 5.38. This is the number between 5.37 and 5.38. Okay, 5.3777, it is the number between 5.37 and 5.38. Again I will draw one more number line here. I'll draw one more number line. Okay children, here it will start with 5.37, 5.37, and the last number will be 5.38. I will divide this number line into again 10 parts. I will divide this line into 10 parts. See how 5.371, 371, 372, 373, 374, 375, 376, 377, 378, 379, 5.38. Okay, 5.371, 372, 373, 374, 375, 376, 377, 378, right? 379, 5.38. Correct? Yes. This I brought down here. This 5.377 I have brought 37 brought down here, and 5.38 I wrote here. It is the number between 5.37, 5.38. Now 5.37, we have 5.3777 here up to 3 decimal places, 5 decimal places. It is up to 5 decimal places, right? 377, 377. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means you have to take 5.377 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we want 5.3777. 5.377 lies between these two numbers, right? I'll put the magnifying glass here. 5.377, it is the number between 5.377, 5.378. Here after the 3 decimal places it is, right? Now one more number, I will draw one more line over here. Yes, and I will begin this with the 5.377. 5.377, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5.377, 5.378. I'll write it here. 5.378. I'll begin from here. I'll divide this number line into 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it will be 5.3771, 5.3772, 5.3773, 5.3774, 5.3775, 5.3776, 5.3777. Okay, 5.3776, 5.3778, 77 it is, right? 5.377, 76, 77, 78 here, 79. 5.3777, 5.3778, 5.3779, 5.3780. Yes, I brought this number here and this number I brought it here. What we want here? 5.3777. Okay, so this is our required number, 5.3777. This is how we can represent the real number on the number line. So it is our 5.3777 up to 4 decimal places. Don't want up to 5 decimal places here. I'll take up to 4 decimal places. Okay, enough. 5.3777. This is how to represent the real numbers on the number line. Okay, we'll go to exercise 1.4. We'll see what they have given there. Right? Okay. Yes, children. Look at here. We'll go to exercise 1.4. First question. Visualize 3.765 on the number line using successive magnification. Okay, using successive magnification you have to represent 3.765 on the number line. 3.765, it is the number between 3 and 4. Understood, children? It is the number between 3 and 4. First I'll draw a number line. Okay, and I'll represent this 3.765. First I draw a number line. Okay, I'll draw a number line. It is the number between 3 and 4. It is the number between 3 and 4. I will divide between 3 and 4 10 parts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, look at here. It will be 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 4. Okay, 3.7, 3.765. It is the number between 3.7 and 3.8. I'll put the magnifying glass here. I'll put the magnifying glass here. It will be, it is the number between 3.7 and 3.8. I'll draw one more number line below. I'll draw one more number line below and I'll start from 3.7, 3.7 and I'll wind up with the 3.8. It is the number between 3.7 and 3.8. So I'll divide this 3 between 3.7 and 3.8. I'll make 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 3.8. Okay, I brought this 3.7 here, right? This is 3.7 and this is 3.8. Right, children? Let us write 10 parts between 3.7 and 3.8. 3.71, 3.72, 3.73, 3.74, 3.75, 3.76, 3.77, 3.78, 3.79, 3.80. Okay, now 765. 76 means it will come between these two. It is the number between 3.7, 3.76 and 3.77. 3.765 is the number between 3.76, 3.77. Understood? So I'll draw one more number line over here. Yes. And I will take here 3.76. 3.76. And here I will take 3.77. Yes. 3.77. It is the number between 3.76, 3.77. I'll make 10 parts in this again, children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. 3.761, 3.762, 3.763, 3.764, 3.765, 3.766, 3.767, 3.768, 3.769. Okay, 3.77. Understood? 761, 762, 763, 764, 765. Right? So we want 3.765. This is our required number here. 3.765 on the number line. This is the 3.765 on the number line. Right? Understood, children? This is how to visualize real numbers on the number line. 3.765 here. Understood? Okay. Yes, children. We'll go to second problem. Problem number 2 in exercise 1.4. Right? There are only two sums in 1.4, children. Okay? This is only the last sum here. We have only two sums in exercise 1.4. Right? Second question. What they have given, see here. Visualize 4.26 bar on the number line up to 4 decimal places. We have to represent up to 4 decimal places. 4.26 bar. 4.26 bar up to 4 decimal places means it will be 4.2626. We have to represent 4.2626 on the number line. 4.2626, it is the number between 4 and 5. Yes or no? I'll take the first number line. It is the number between 4 and 5. It is the number between 4 and 5. I'll take 4 here and 5 here. It is the number between 4 and 5. I'll divide this into 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. It is 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, 4.9, 50, right? 4.26, 4.26, it is the number between 4.2 and 4.3. I'll put the magnifying glass here. 4.26 is the number between 4.2 and 4.3. I'll draw one more number line over here. And I'll take 4.2 here. It is the number between 4.2 and 4.3. I'll divide into 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay. 4.21, 4.22, 4.23, 4.24, 4.25, 4.26, 4.27, 4.28, 4.29, 4.30, right? 4.262, 262 is the number between 4.26 and 4.27. Correct? It is the I'll put the magnifying glass here. Understood, children? Yes. 4.26, 4.27. 4.262 is the number between 4.26 and 4.27. I'll bring down here on the number line. I'll take little lengthy number line here because numbers are big. I'll take it here. 4.26, 4.27. I'll divide this number line into 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 4.261, 4.262, 4.263, 4.264, 4.265, 4.266, 4.267, 4.268, 4.269, 270, right? 262, 262, 262, 263. 2626 is the number between 4.262 to 263. It is the number between 4.262 and 4.263. I'll put the magnifying glass over here. 4.262, 4.263. I'll take it here. Yes. I'll bring this down. I'll take number line little bigger because numbers will be larger here, children. I'll take little larger so that you can write the numbers. Okay, 4.262, 4.262, and here 4.263. Okay children, I'll divide this number line into 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, no problem. 4.2621, 4.2621, 4.2622, 4.2623, 4.2624, 4.2625, 4.2626, 4.2627, 4.2628, 4.262930. Right? I brought this 4.262 down here, 4.263 down over here, right? We want 4.2626, where it comes? Yes, here we have the number 4.2626. This is our required number on the number line. 4.2626. This is our required number on the number line. Yes children, this is how we can represent the real numbers on the number line. Is that clear? Okay. Yes children, we have completed exercise 1.4, right? Now we have one more concept here, operations on real numbers. Operations on real numbers. Here there are some important facts you have to remember with respect to this operations on real numbers. Okay, first point, the sum or difference of a rational number and irrational number is irrational number. Sum or difference of a rational number and irrational number is also an irrational number. For example, 5 is a rational number, right? Then root 2 is a rational number. 5 plus root 2. 5 is a rational number, root 2 is irrational number. Sum of these two is irrational. Is an irrational. It may be sum or it may be difference. Sum or difference of a rational number and irrational number is again irrational number. This is fact related to operations on real numbers. Say for example, 3 minus root 5. 3 is a rational number, root 5 is irrational number. Difference of a rational and irrational is again irrational. Is an irrational number. Please remember, this is one of the fact related to operations on real numbers. Sum or difference. Sum or difference of a rational number and irrational number is an irrational number. This is one of the fact related to irrational number. Sum or difference. Okay children, sum or difference of a rational number and irrational number is again an irrational number. Okay? Yes children. Similarly, we'll go to the second fact. The product or the quotient of a non-zero rational number and an irrational number is again an irrational number. For example, 5 is a rational number, root 3 is irrational number. The product of non-zero rational number and irrational number is irrational number. 5 into root 3, 5 root 3 is an irrational number. Is an irrational number. It is an irrational number. This is also one of the fact related to operations on real numbers. Okay, 5 is a non-zero rational number, root 3 is irrational number. The product of a rational number and irrational number is an irrational number. Understood? Similarly, 7 is a rational number, root 5 is an irrational number. The quotient of a non-zero rational number and irrational number is irrational number. Is an irrational number. This is also one of the fact related to operations on real numbers. You have to remember the product or the quotient of a non-zero rational number and irrational number is again an irrational number. This is one of the fact related to operations on real numbers, children. Understood? Okay. Now the last result, third fact you have to remember, if we add or if we subtract or if we multiply or if we divide two irrational numbers, the result may be rational number or it may be irrational number. It depends on the situation, children. Understood? This is also very important fact you have to remember on the operation on real numbers. Okay, if we add, subtract, multiply, divide any two irrational numbers, the product may be the result may be rational or irrational. It depends on the situation. Understood, children? Okay, here completes your one more concept, operations on real numbers. Okay, children, this much is enough today. We'll continue in the next class, right? Thank you.